you got to love the movies, fam. Yo, most of us, if not all of us, have our favorite movie or movies. I'll give you my top 5 right now. So we got Coming to America, we got Mean Girls, Goodfellas, Spider-Man 2, talking about Sony Spider-Man 2 with Sam Raimi, and then Spike Lee's take on Malcolm X. Yeah, so you're probably thinking to yourself, yo, like, all these movies are all over the place. All these films are all over the place. But it's just films that I can watch at any given moment, at any given time. Now, there's 2 films that I did not mention, and they are Paid in Full and Belly. Matter of fact, Paid in Full is celebrating 20 years this month. Now, Belly isn't the best movie, I would say, but it's directed by one of the best music video producers of all time in Hype Williams. Now, this is crucial to the movie, and you can see based off the visuals. And regarding Paid in Full and Belly, they're considered hood classics. So movies that are based in hood areas and have a hood vibe to them. And if you're looking for fashion inspiration, I highly recommend these 2 movies. Alright, so both of these films are based in the great city of New York. New York is one of my favorite cities for fashion, especially if we're talking about vintage looks and if we're talking about street or urban wear. You can look rugged and polished at the same time with a lot of these fits in urban fashion. That's why I like New York fashion, especially when it comes to street style. Alright, yo, so we're going to talk about Belly. We're going to talk about Paid in Full. Shout out to Dame Dash. You already know what it is. So let's get right into it right now. The movie has all the communities down packed. They have the car community, the fashion community, the sneaker community, and hustlers alike. All love this movie. This movie, Paid in Full. The movie is based in late 80s to early 90s New York City in the dope boy era. It shows how people used to dress down there, the whips that they used to have, and according to all these sources, is based on a real true life story of Rico, Ace Boogie, and Money Mitch, which are the main characters, who made over 100,000 a week selling Coca-Cola, you know what I mean? Okay, so you have each character who had their own style based on their own personality. So Ace Boogie was more low-key and reserved and laid back. And his style consists of like cam collar shirts, neutral tones, Kango hats, and Rolexes, which is classy, if I would say so myself. And then you have Money Mitch. And with his style, he's flashy, but yet classy. He had jackets from Dapper Dan, designer tracksuits, sneakers, and a lot of jewelry. A lot of jewels. Then you had Rico, who was from the street. You obviously had more airbrush tees, 8-ball jackets, Adidas tracksuits, and big rope chains. Now, when it comes to the car game, it was insane. Like, you got Benzes, you got Beamers. They had all of that, which is my dream to have. One day is to be able to rock my gear with a cool whip. No dip, you know what I mean? Yo, so shout out to whoever was head of wardrobe because they deserve a raise because all the fits were on point, proportions, and like I said, how each outfit represents each personality was done to the 9. One thing I want to talk about is the fact that each outfit that they wore in each scene represents where they are at that time, so it's really fitting for each setting. And also I want to talk about Ace Boogie's style evolution, which is a key component to the story because he started off working a regular job, didn't have all the fly gear. He saw Money Mitch making all the dough, and then he wanted to start getting into the dope game. Once he got into it, and he got his first 100 Thou Wow, should I say. Then you started seeing him wear different clothes, and then you see him have more confidence as the movie progresses, which is true because I do believe that clothing does give people confidence. So that's one thing I wanted to commend those people for. Whoever is the head of wardrobe, you did an amazing job. Now, this movie came out the year I was born in 98. It's a star-studded cast. Nasir Jones as Sincere, DMX as Tommy. It also has T-Boz from TLC and Method Man. And now, once again, this is another dope boy flick. The visuals are crazy in it, and the clothes are even more dope in my opinion. You had everything you needed to add to your style, from Wallabies, Timbos, Pele Pele, Avericks, Jean Paul, Gaultier, all that stuff. Their accessories were on point, from the glasses to the bracelets to the necklaces. They wore a lot of leather in that film, which is what I want to incorporate into my style today. But they also have worn it in two different ways. They wore it casually and they wore it formally. And you'll see that in the film. You can watch this on Netflix, by the way. So if you have time, watch it. Now, I'm going to say this. The story isn't the greatest, but the visuals and everything a part of it makes it enjoyable. The color palette and the proportions were dope. And the costume designer killed it from all characters, from Keisha all the way to Lennox. Films are the easiest way to help with your style. I watch these movies at least once or twice a year just to get inspired. This helps me discover different brands that I didn't know about before. And also, the brands that I do have, it helps me style it in a different manner that I didn't do before. When it comes to trying new things that I wouldn't try otherwise, I watch movies. So I'd say watch these movies and let them inspire your steez with ease. And this has been your boy Darius D. Hopefully y'all stay suave and live long and prosper.